Welcome to the High-Tech Investments News Report for Week 29. The news report covers some of the many investments projects High-Tech Investments is currently involved in so you can follow our progress. We hope you will enjoy this news feed and look forward to your comments and remarks.
Hi, Bo here, and welcome back to the news report this week, where again we have high focus on a lot of our different trading. Obviously, there's more and more EAs coming in, and some of these are extremely good at making profits, as you have seen here also on our initial thumbnail. We have one EA in one day that did over $1,200. Obviously, we're going to have a closer look at that. And then we also have started our FTMO challenges with different accounts from 10,000, 50,000 and up to 200,000. We're going to have a look exactly how they are operating, how they are working. Some of them are coming very close to the goals. And of course, there is news from Expert Forex. There's also news on some of the other platforms we are running here at the moment. So let's go through them. Let's have a look to see what has been up the entire week. Now we're going to start off with the yield notes. And Yield Notes has actually released the NFT certificates here so that you can actually transfer either over to your MetaMask wallet or you can put it into your Ledger hard cold wallet. We have a Ledger one, but obviously you can use other cold wallets that can take NFTs. Obviously, there is a couple of options in here where you can try and sell these, but this is still not clear exactly how many places this is going to be. There was one or two places that were open for the NFTs. They were shut down. Some have opened again, and we're going to have a little look at that in a separate video once things are a bit more clear and we fully understand what is actually happening in here. So far, you can sit back and relax. You don't have to take anything out of your Yield Notes account. You can leave it in there and then basically see how things are turning out. So it's entirely up to you. Now, apart from this, there's not much else news on the yield note side of things. So let's go to the Decenomy coins. Decenomy coins hasn't really moved much this particular week, including SAPP. If we have a look at the iHost MN website here, where we can see the return on investment per year, there is basically a status quo from last week. We were up at 62.66%. This is now down to 62.14, so only 0.5% difference overall. Doesn't really matter too much. Shared masternoding has gone up from 186 to 190. So looking good, about 3.5% for this particular week. But the overall coin development has gone in the wrong direction. It is a bit of a negative drop at the moment. So last week we're at minus 71%. Now we're basically down to minus 81. And obviously, again, here, no change in the positive direction. So as far as we can see in the next many weeks. We have a look at the graph here, and you can also see a slight little downtrend that has been happening for the last couple of weeks. And there's nothing to mention here that this wouldn't basically continue in the next couple of weeks here either. PNY, similar one, it is basically bopping around in the same place every single week. Return on the investment also here is pretty much down by 0.5%. And if we have a look at the shared masternoding overall here, we can see that we have pretty much made about 10% for the week again here, but it doesn't matter too much, as we mentioned here quite a few times, because the overall coin development is pretty much also here status quo. Nothing has really changed. And the reason for that is basically the graph that you see here. As usual, it is pretty much flat as a pancake here, and again, hasn't really changed much in the last 6 months, and we don't think that that's going to change either for the next 6. Having a look at Birake, which is the one that has actually some fluctuation in there because of the exchange itself. We can also see here return on the investment has dropped a bit from 135% last week to 133 pretty much. Shared masternoding is up by about little over 10% in that week, so that is actually a good percentage, but overall coin development, again, only a slight improvement from minus 14% to minus 12. Obviously, we used to be a lot in the positive, but in the last many weeks, we have seen a deterioration also on that particular coin. And as you can see, it is still very much in a decline overall here. So we don't expect that one either to turn around anytime soon. If we have a look at Bitcoin, so we left actually Bitcoin pretty much in the same place as where we are now. It was slightly higher, 30,300. Since then, it actually jumped up to about 31,600 and then dropped down and traded sideways ever since. So no big excitement on that particular front at the moment. And that is definitely not good for our profit retriever robot that trades crypto at the moment. It is stuck in a bit of a drawdown because the price movement is so incredibly small. Now, having a look at BNB versus USD, also here is pretty much the same pattern as you just saw on Bitcoin. Again, we left this one here also at the same level as where you see it here today. It did have a high jump up to $260, then came back down again and traded sideways for the entire week. So not much excitement is happening on that particular front either. The only news we have this week when it comes to Trillant and the Trillant is basically an important update about the withdrawal process at Trillant. The information here out of Trillant is that from now on you can only request one payout at a time. This means that new disbursements, basically money back from the shops itself, requests can only be made once the previous one has been processed and completed. This change will help us make the process more efficient and also ensure that all requests are processed properly and in a timely manner. We have seen this type of things from the Trillant platforms here before, so there's no real news on that particular one. But what we really wanted to know here is the Trillant listing for the tree itself. And I can tell you, we haven't missed that one either. We are looking every single week on the post. We are looking for new videos with Birake, and we haven't seen anything apart from this video that we released, where we saw a video and we gave you a bit of a sum up of exactly what is happening within the Trillant platform. What are the current issues? This was basically a video with a Q&A of a range of Trillant members in here, and we basically put it into this particular video. So if you haven't seen one yet and you want to know exactly what's happening with the Trillant platform, that is the video for you to watch. Now, don't forget again here that it is all about the staking. The staking is still running, but obviously it makes little sense here if we can't get our money out. We understand that we can get them out. So with the flexible currency in here, but we also want the stable coin to get up and running. And within these 3 packs here, you can still get your yields out. Obviously, it's not as high as some of our trading robots, but definitely up to 50% within the 52 weeks. Now, if we have a look at the 3 coin itself, and this is the one that is not the stable coin here. This is the one you can buy on the exchange, for example, on xt.com. We can see also here that the price of the coin has dropped in the past week. It was at 0.0004766. Now dropped about 20% here down to 0.0003875. And the volume has also here been quite low in the past week. Maybe it is the summer vacation here that is now hitting a lot of the crypto traders. If we have a look at CoinStore, it is a similar pattern in here. Again, came from 0.0004713, and then also here has dropped to the same kind of level, and at 0.0003812. So obviously not much to report in the last week. So other than obviously 20% decline is not something we were looking forward to. Decline is also something that we have seen on the money tree, and that has simply gotten the market completely wrong here in the last couple of weeks, and we can see a heavy loss within that, and we haven't really seen anything of the sort since we started trading this one back in January. But it has proven again that these set and forget robots once in a while are really not set up for when the market are changing. And basically what is happening in here is that it is setting a large amount of trades, basically setting new records, and they're opening up at the same time and in the wrong direction. And that pretty much kills the EA straight away. It runs into the drawdown limitations that we have set. So the accounts are not blown, but definitely they have taken big hits, as you can see here. And what we have basically tried to do is decrease the lot size and increase the drawdown limits in order to hope that this will basically pass over, and then we can make some of the accounts grow once more. We have also reached out to LeapFX to ask them if they are doing some updates, because we have basically told them, it says we have analyzed these results and there's nothing really wrong with the money tree. It seems to be working okay, but you cannot have a 1 week where you are basically making 1 or 2 trades only, and the next one all of a sudden you have 20-25 trades and they're all coming at the same time and going against you. Clearly that will wipe out your account in no time, and that is also what has happened here, where we took a bit of a heavy beating. So we have changed the settings now for the EA, so hopefully let's see how it's going to go in the next couple of weeks. What we haven't changed, other than small adjustments from time to time here, is obviously the Profit Retriever EA, and also the top 5 of the EAs in here has done quite well. We can see the US Swiss francs has actually done $1,025 or 10.3%, and that is quite high for that particular currency pair. So it has been trending downwards actually for the US dollar, and basically managed to cash in quite well on it. Aussie USD number 2, $801 or 8%. The FTSE 100 is also up there again with $648 or 6.5%. Euro New Zealand $527 or 5.3%. And then we have the Aussie Japanese $427 or 4.3%. Overall, if you would have traded those top 5 EAs here with the Profit Retriever, you would have made $3,428 or 6.9%. Definitely a very good percentage overall. Now our entire portfolio is coming very, very close now, as you can see here, to the 500-day mark where we have been trading the EA, and things has been going quite well, 490 days so far. And you can see all the net profits for the individual months as we started back in March 2022 with a small little 1,800. Since then it has gone very much forward. There's a few more EAs, but in the past 6 months or so we haven't really added any new ones. We made some adjustments to the ones we have already to make them more safe, but still also very profitable. And you can see the settings for May and June, both of them ended up with about 18,000. And at the moment in July, we are at 12,200, which is actually a lot higher here also than what we have seen last year. So it seems like trading is going quite well so far for the Profit Retriever. Now we do a video every single week here also, because it is important for the Profit Retriever to do basically a portfolio trading, and we take the top 10 results and show that to you every single week. We are looking back 4 weeks in time and show you that the stability of the EA, which are the currencies that you actually want to trade in order to have the best possibility of making money month after month. And as you can see here also for week 28, we go 4 weeks back. And within that month of a time frame of 4 weeks here, we made more than $10,000. So these are very good at basically trying to aim for which currency pairs is the ones that are working best with the Profit Retriever, even if you are trading this one yourself or not. And that's why also on our website in here, we have options for the Profit Retriever trading. If you basically want to have some information and trade it for yourself, then that's where you're going. Otherwise, you click on the copy link trading over here, and then we'll provide you all the details, exactly how it's done, and also how you can get started with Expert Forex links in here. You can copy our signals from there, and you don't really have to do much other than just watch, hopefully, the profit coming in. Now, we also have the Spaghetti Trader on the same website here, and that has certainly been a bit of a disaster here also. Don't forget, we made some changes to the Spaghetti Trader, trying to go back to crossover closing. And even though that it has provided lower losses when there's losses, it has basically also provided losses all around, both on the 15-minute time frame, the 1 hour and the 4-hour one. And a bit of a disaster, even with the 4-hour one, we managed to lose up to $495 or minus 5.3%. So definitely still a very difficult EA to get around our head around here to try and make it profitable. On the last weekend here, we did make some changes again. So we have taken the crossover part away and gone back to the take profit and stop loss. And we might even now consider in the next week, once the trading is over, to see how everything is gone. We might gonna take some of the currency pairs out that we can see is simply not working. Obviously, this particular Forex market has been a bit of a crazy one since we have launched the spaghetti trader, but still it should have done a lot better than it has right now. We might give it one more shot at just trying to weed out some of the currency pairs that are simply not just working. It could be the most trending ones. And you can obviously find more details on our website for these particular ones too. If you want to trade it, it is free within the Expert Forex forum, and you can go there and you can watch our results through the FX Blue links. We have them also available to you to support any trading you want to do yourself. Now, I did mention before here that the Trade Explorer and we have one EA that are doing quite well. Well, definitely Trade Explorer is doing well for week 28. The 22 pair constellation in here didn't do so well, other than $248.16, so 1.9%. Obviously, that is still extremely good. The 10 pair one definitely had a very good week of $916, so 6.9%. But jump ahead to this particular week here, we can see that we had a massive profit coming in, and that was at $1,246. It took about 45 trades, so obviously again it went into a bit of a drawdown as the Trade Explorer does, and then when the price reverses, it basically stays in the trade and ride the wave in here, and that's why it cashed in massively. I have to tell you that this is the biggest one-day profit that we have seen with the Trade Explorer overall. It came in, as you can see here, 8.8%, and obviously again it is a $10,000 account we are trading, and FX Blue is basically not calculating that at 12.46%. It is basically calculating based on what you had in the account when the trade started, so that's why there's a bit of a difference, but 8.8% is definitely still extremely good. If we have a look at the weekly profits, you can see it has been profitable every single week. And even last week it did 916, as I just showed you here. Already this week we are up by 1400 overall. And as I said, this one trade, obviously a lot of different trades, but at the time that closed, it basically clocked in the $1,246 in one day on one EA. Definitely worth taking note of. Now you can obviously find more about this. You can find more information both on the 22 pair and the 10 pair on our website. And if you want to buy the Trade Explorer, we still have a coupon code, basically with a 5% discount. You can use that one to buy it. There is also a 30-day back guarantee. So if you don't trust our particular signals, or you can't get it to work, or you simply decided you don't want to trade it anyway, you can always give it back. But obviously we are very, very happy with this one. And if you are trading it, you can click on those particular links and you can see the lot size we are using in order not to blow our accounts. And hopefully that will be very beneficial to you. Now, the exciting part that a lot of people are into at the moment is the new EA prop cruncher. Now, this one is not for sale with Expert Forex. It is through the CopyLink service at the moment. And basically, the prop cruncher is all about the FTMO trading other people's money, proprietary trading in here. And that basically means you get access to investors' money. You can trade that, and then you get a big percentage of that piece of the pie, and that's what makes people extremely excited. We have made a new video here with the 3 accounts that we currently have. As I mentioned before, $200,000, $50,000, and $10,000. And I'll just quickly go through them in here with you. So this is the 200,000 one that we have. We are very close now to basically have managed that particular challenge. We still have a few days to go, and we are just about $1,000 short on that. You can see so far it has passed 8 trading days. Profit target is basically 5%, and we are a bit short on that one yet, but no worries. As you can see on the line up here, we are very, very close. The second part is our $50,000 challenge. Also here, We have results for 6 trading days, and also here it looks good so far. The drawdown is about 2.35%, so definitely well below where we were supposed to be. So also here it is looking good, and obviously we will tell you a bit more about it once we get all the different ones within the 10-day trading time frame. The last one you see here is the $10,000 one, has traded 7 days in here, but that one has already exceeded the loss on a particular day. Daily loss was max $500. It's not like we broke the account at all or blew it or things like this. We only managed a drawdown of $640 or 6.4%. So obviously, if you are used to trading the profit retriever, it will only put a smile on your face, because that is not a huge drawdown at all. But still, it didn't pass the test here for the FTMO. So no matter if we are getting the money in or not, that one has definitely failed. But now also with the no time frame anymore for the FTMOs, that means that you can basically lower the lot size. You can take it a bit more easy to make sure that you are still getting your goals done. Now we also on the website again provide you a lot of different details and information, and as I just mentioned to you, you'll find a lot more details in here on the FX Blue. Also what Alex and Expert Forex has in here, and then the FTMO accounts that you can also keep an eye on. You can go and click all the ones in here to see how well we have done and how the trading has been basically going for the past 10 days. Now Expert Forex and Alex is back in Greece, and that means he is back in his office making a couple of videos again. He's just promoting the link to success, which is the copy trading you see in here, saying that people can basically make up to 16% while they sleep, and basically let other traders do the work for you. And that's what this video is all about. The next one here is the very exciting one that people are really getting into, the Prop Cruncher robot. If this one is the best in the world, and you can now go and test it also through the coupling service. So go and have a look if you are interested in this and might want to do some FTMO trading in the future. And that's what we had for you in this week's news report. As always, I hope you gave you a good idea of what exactly is moving here in the market. And obviously you can find more details in our videos that we also send out every single week, or you can even have a look at some of the ones that we have done in the past here, because a lot of this details and information is still very good to have. History of trading, how we have done things, how we have set things up. They are all very much part of how you understand how you can trade it in the future. So I hope to see you on the next news report or one of my other videos. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed our news report. So please don't forget to like and add your comment below, as we would love to get your feedback. But before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to keep the notification bell turned on. That way, you will never miss any of our future videos. We hope to see you back on this channel very soon.